You are listening to the Elite Sports Show with your host, Knoxville's own Sam Moore.
All right, it is February 13th, 2018. We're going to get things underway now. We'll start out with some NBA scores like we always do. So we had the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Detroit Pistons at Detroit. New Orleans wins that game 118-103. Anthony Davis with another big game. He had 38 points off 14 for 24 shooting, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Drew Holiday, he had 21 points off 8 for 16, 12 assists, so it's double-double, 2 double-doubles for the Pelicans. 3 double-doubles, actually, sorry, because, shoot. Mirotic had 21 points, 12 rebounds. He's 7 for 16 from the field. Looking at the Pistons, Blake Griffin had 22 points, 8 for 17 from the field, 6 rebounds. Yeah, not much for the Pistons. I mean, it was a close game. Not really anyone had a crazy stat line or anything, especially for the Clippers or for the Pistons. Sorry, I saw Blake Griffin. I'm still thinking Clippers, but. Yeah, Pistons didn't really have a crazy stat line for anyone. But moving into the Sixers-Knicks game, that was at Philadelphia, and TJ McConnell drops his first triple-double of his career as the 76ers beat the Knicks 108-92. TJ McConnell, his stat line was 10 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, 5 for 11 shooting. Off the bench. So, yeah, he gets his first career triple-double off the bench. Other stat lines, Dario Saric had 24 points off 8 for 12 shooting, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Joel Embiid had 17 points off 6 for 12 shooting, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Looking at the Knicks, Michael Beasley, 22 points, 9 for 17 shooting, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Enes Kanter, 17 points, 5 for 10 shooting, 13 rebounds. And then Courtney Lee had 18 points, 4 for 8 shooting, 2 rebounds, 1 assist off the bench. Pretty normal game there. You know, TJ McConnell gets his first career triple-double, so that's something that's a bit of news there, especially getting one off the bench. I mean, technically off the bench, but he played 37 minutes of the game, so he basically started the game, but he just came off the bench, so I guess off technicality, he got his triple-double off the bench. But I talked about them earlier because I got confused, but the Clippers beat the Nets in Brooklyn, 114-101. Not really any crazy stat lines for that one. Top scorer for the Clippers was Lou Williams off the bench. He had 20 points off 8 for 16 shooting, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. And for the Nets, the highest scorer was, it's actually 2 people, D'Angelo Russell and Harris, both had 16. Shooting similar field goal percentage. Bulls beat the Magic at home 105-101. Mario Hezonja, highest score for the Magic, 24 points, 8 for 14 shooting, 6 rebounds. And for the Bulls, the highest score looks like it was McCannon. I can't remember his first name, but it starts with an L. 9 for 19. He took an L on 3-pointers because he was 0 for 6 from the field. But he was 21 points, 9 for 19 from the field, 8 rebounds, 0 for 6 from 3. Spurs Jazz. I watched this game last night. It was a really good game, really fun game to watch. I talked yesterday about how I wanted to see how the Jazz matched up with the Spurs, and they matched up with them very well as they took this game 101-99 at home. Really good game, really fun to watch. Towards the end, you know, it was back and forth between the two. Looked like the Spurs were going to pull away at one point, and then the Jazz would come right back and take the lead and tie it up or whatever it was. And then Spurs would come back, Jazz would come back, and finally they came all the way back and took that win. And, yeah, it was a really good game, really fun to watch. High score for the Spurs was Kyle Anderson. 5 for 12 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He finished with 16 points. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles had a really good game. He dropped 20 points, 7 for 13 shooting, 4 for 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. But their leading scorer, of course, Donovan Mitchell, 25 points, 9 for 28 from the field, 3 for 9 from 3, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. yeah, Donovan Mitchell's just having one of those crazy years. A lot of people are saying he should win Rookie of the Year, and at this point, I didn't believe in that for a little while, but at this point now, I'm really starting to believe in that. He's maybe the best player on the Jazz right now. So yeah, Donovan Mitchell has my vote as Rookie of the Year, honestly. Looking at the last game that was played last night, we had Phoenix Suns at the Golden State Warriors, and this was not, no surprises here. Golden State takes it 129-83. Leading scorer for Phoenix was Elfrid Payton with 29 points, 11 for 18 from the field. And leading scorer for the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, 22 points, 8 for 17 from the field. 3 for 9 from 3, which isn't terrible, but you'd expect Steph Curry to shoot a little better than that. Not really any other notable stat lines in this game that I can see. Nothing too crazy. Katie had 17, 8 for 9 from the field, 7 rebounds. Omri Caspi had a double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 or 10 from the field. Nothing too crazy going on in that game. That one went just about as everyone expected. I don't think anyone expected Phoenix to go into Oakland and take that win for Golden State. I just don't think that was a possibility. Looking forward to the games that we have on tonight. We got the Heat at Raptors, Hawks at the Bucks, Rockets at the Timberwolves, Cavs at the Thunder, Kings at the Mavericks, and the Spurs stay on the road as they travel to Denver to take on the Nuggets in the primetime game tonight at 10:30. And once again, there's just not really a marquee game. Heat Raptors seems like it would be a good game. Cavs Thunder, I guess you could call that one a marquee game. Yeah, I'm ridiculous. Cavs Thunder is a marquee game, so yeah. That one's at 8 o'clock. It's on TNT, and the other TNT game at 10:30 is Spurs Nuggets. So I'm going to try to catch Heat Raptors and Cavs Thunder. Those games start about an hour apart. So I probably won't be able to see Heat Raptors because I don't think that's on national TV. But I'll definitely be able to catch Cavs Thunder, so I'm going to check that one out. Should be good. We're going to go ahead and move into NCAA men's basketball. Only had 2 top 25 games yesterday, but we have quite a few on board for Tuesday night tonight. Yesterday we had TCU Horned Frogs traveling to West Virginia, take on the Mountaineers, and they took the L 82-66. So, yep, TCU continues their struggles after looking like they were going to be doing really well at the beginning of the year, and they just get absolutely stomped by the Mountaineers, 82-66, and not a pretty game, not a good game for them. The other top 25 game we had last night was North Carolina taking on Notre Dame at home, and I thought that one would be a good game, but it had pretty much the same finish as that West Virginia TCU game, as it finished 83-66 for a Tar Heels win. Not a good quality game day for top 25 basketball yesterday in NCAA. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the games we've got on tonight, as we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games on tonight. And that includes the new number 1 Virginia Cavaliers taking on Miami on the road. And I'll go through the top 25 for men's basketball now that it has been released. Outside of that, we got number 18 taking on South Carolina at home. 9 o'clock SEC matchup there. Number 21, Texas A&M traveling to Columbus to take on the Missouri Tigers at 7 p.m. Number 13, Kansas Jayhawks traveling to Ames, Iowa to take on Iowa State. Number 23, Oklahoma taking on number 7, Texas Tech. Richmond taking on the University of Rhode Island. Number 16, Rhode Island. And then number 2, Michigan State Spartans taking on the Minnesota Gophers on the road. So those are the games we got going on tonight for the top 25. We'll go ahead and take a look at the rankings real quick. This is the AP top 25. So from 25 up, we got number 25 Arizona State, 24 Nevada, 23 Oklahoma, 22 Michigan, 21 A&M, Texas A&M, Number 20, West Virginia. Number 19, Wichita State. Number 18, Tennessee. Number 17, Arizona. Number 16, Rhode Island. Number 15, St. Mary's. Number 14, North Carolina. Number 13, Kansas. Number 12, Duke. Number 11, Clemson. And number 10, Auburn. Number 9, Gonzaga. Number 8, Ohio State. Number 7, Texas Tech. And number 6, Purdue. So your top 5 is, at number 5, Cincinnati. Number 4, Xavier, with 5 votes for first place. Number 3, Villanova, with 9 votes for first place. Number 2, Michigan State, with 21 votes for first place. And number 1, the Virginia Cavaliers, with 30 votes for first place. So, yeah. New top 25 for men's basketball finally came out yesterday. Take a look at the USA poll. I don't think it does differ quite a bit, actually. But I'll throw out the top 5 for the USA Today poll, so we're not going through all 25 again. But they have 5 Cincinnati with 1 vote for first place. Number 4, Xavier with 1 vote for first place. Number 3, Virginia with 5 votes for first place. Number 2, Villanova with 8 votes for first place. And number 1, Michigan State with 17 votes. So pretty much same. It's the same teams in the top 5. They've just got them jumbled up, really. And honestly, I think I prefer USA Today's poll. I feel Michigan State is the better team than Virginia is. It's just my opinion, though. I don't make the rules. Let's go ahead and take a look at the NHL. Trying to make this one a quick one today. I'm not feeling the best. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, but got to get it out anyway. So yeah, looking at some NHL scores, we had Toronto taking on Tampa Bay, and they defeated Tampa Bay Lightning 4-3. Panthers defeated the Oilers 7-5, and the Coyotes actually defeat the Blackhawks 6-1. So yeah, that's surprising. I went 1 for 3 on my picks, and it's the one that I didn't think I was going to get right. So yeah, maybe, that's crazy. Coyotes beat the Blackhawks. And the Maple Leafs beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, so that's going to help out Boston in the standings there. But we've got, I think, 12 games up today for the NHL, and we'll burn through those real quick. We got the Calgary Flames taking on the Boston Bruins. Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the New York Islanders. New Jersey Devils taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Ottawa Senators taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. The LA Kings taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Anaheim Ducks taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Getting ahead of myself today. St. Louis Blues taking on the Nashville Predators. New York Rangers taking on the Minnesota Wild. Washington Capitals taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Almost said New York Jets. Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Las Vegas Golden Knights. And the Arizona Coyotes taking on the San Jose Sharks. So that's what we got for up on deck for the NHL today. I don't think there's really anything else to go over. It was another slow day. There's just a lot of games up today, so tomorrow should be a little better. There's more games going on, a lot of top 25 teams going on in the NCAA today. I don't think there was really any news that came out yesterday. Not that I can remember. Derrick Rose cleared waivers, supposedly, after he was released from the Jazz. And I don't know. I think it might be the end for Derrick Rose, and I apologize for any noise there, but I feel like it might be the end for Derrick Rose. I just don't. What team will pick him up? What team would want to pick him up? And if there were any team to pick him up, what would they use him for? He's just, I mean, it's crazy how far he has fallen from being MVP to just getting injured every year and not being able to stay on a team. He was on the Knicks for, I barely even remember him being on the Knicks. I saw a thing about him the other day about how he went from Knicks, Cavs, and Jazz. And I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, I don't even remember Derrick Rose being on the Knicks. But yeah, I don't know who would pick him up. I honestly, I don't know. I really can't think of anyone that would want him. There's nowhere I could feasibly see him going for a team that would actually use him. Because for any team that he goes to, he's just going to come off the bench. And with him coming off the bench, he's probably going to be used very, not a lot. He won't be used off the bench a lot. So I feel like he would be asking too much money to come off the bench for not a lot of minutes. And that for a franchise is just not what they want. They could easily get someone else younger and maybe a little less injury prone for a lot less money and not have to worry about. I mean, he has the star power to an extent. I mean, you sign Derrick Rose and you're going to get eyes on you, but I just don't think getting the exposure is worth wasting money on someone. I feel bad for the guy because I really enjoyed watching him play back when he was, not injured every 15 minutes, but I don't know. It just sucks. Maybe a team will pick him up. Maybe he'll stay on the court all year for the rest of the year and start recovering, but I just don't see it happening. It's just been too long. He's been getting injured too many times, and he asked for a little bit too much money this past offseason when he ended up going to the Cavs, taking a minimum contract. So maybe he'll turn his what he wants as far as a contract goes. Maybe he'll tone that cost down a little bit and help a franchise out, take a minimum contract or something, maybe a little more than that, and come off the bench for him. Maybe, I don't know. Just I would like to see him on the court again for a while, but I just don't see it happen. I don't see him staying healthy for that long. But yep, that is a pretty slow news day again yesterday. I'm recording this really late because like I said, I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but I wanted to get this out. So yeah, we got another short one. Hopefully I'll have a better day tomorrow. We do have a lot of games to talk about tomorrow. A lot of top 25 men's basketball, like I said. So I'm signing off. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.
For the fame, my swag is the only game. Never add water, that shit will drive you insane. Moving up the ladder, to me your shit doesn't matter. Your chick might be bad, but I bet my chick is better. Show you who I'm reppin', nigga, throwing up Knoxside. And my nigga Snapback coming in from the north side. Handing out shots on the street, come and get it here. Then I take your bitch to my place and she let me hit. Blunt rolled up, take a puff and I pass it down. All my niggas with me, 865, that's my hometown. Young Doc on the track, I ain't sippin' on Kool-Aid. That shit's for pussies, I live life on that high grade. Wake up every day, ready to bring on the rain. Knoxville in my blood, flowing all through my veins. No room for pussy rappers, always trying to fit in. Say what you want, cause all we do is win. Wake up every day, ready to bring on the rain. Knoxville in my blood, flowing all through my veins. No room for pussy rappers, always trying to fit in. Say what you want, cause all we do is win.
How we do is win, how we do is ball. Bring the rain, 250, I let it out. What the fuck you mean? I do this for real. Young Doc got the Glock, he shooting the kill. Lil Knox ain't the spot, we shooting that wheel. Rolling up, motherfucker, we smoking that kill. I'm a real nigga, shoot to kill niggas like Muslims. Let me murder one of you fuck niggas, we cheap about a dozen. Fuck it's just the mother's brother, and I can't forget your cousin. Snap back, I'm the greatest man, Young Doc, we faded. Step back, I'm the greatest man, Young Doc, we faded. Pussy niggas, they hate it. Pussy niggas, they hate it. I'm down.
Every day, ready to bring on the rain. Knoxville in my blood, flowing all through my veins. No room for pussy rappers, always trying to fit in. Say what you want, cause all we do is win. Wake up every day, ready to bring on the rain. Knoxville in my blood, flowing all through my veins. No room for pussy rappers, always trying to fit in. Say what you want, cause all we do is win. Throw the deuces up to bitches, I don't play with fucking cinches. Turn your back on me and I promise that there won't be a witness. Say what you want in your lyrics, I bet no one will hear it. My entire fan base is based on all your critics. Take a shot at the title and see who's at the top. I might not be there yet, but try and make me stop. Say hasta la vista, baby, like I was a Terminator, and I just keep getting bigger like I am a Schwarzenegger. Come at me and you in danger. I'm no pimp, I'm just a player. A snap of my fingers and all my niggas annihilators. I put this pen on the paper and pull my head towards the clouds and imagine the day that I'm in front of a giant crowd. Wake up every day ready to bring all the rain. Knoxville in my blood, flowing all through my veins. No room for pussy rappers always trying to fit in. Say what you want, cause all we do is win. Wake up every day ready to bring all the rain. Knoxville in my blood, flowing all through my veins. No room for pussy rappers always trying to fit in. Say what you want, cause all we do is win.